Hey, how's it going? So, just super quick video. If you think you can carry in League of Legends, I dare you to play 2v2 in Aram, right? And then watch what's gonna happen when they have two good teammates and you are with a shitter, right? I'm talking about like a guy who is very, very bad. You will notice that it is physically impossible to win the game, right? Why? Because he is feeding and stealing your experience, right? So unfortunately, there's no way to win. It's easier for me to win 1 versus 2 than it is 2v2 with a bad teammate, right? Let me just write it out. 1 second. Okay, so why is this 1v2 is easier than this? Because you get experience, right? Because each level is 65 gold, right? And you can sometimes have twice the levels on the duo, right? Also, you get all the gold, whereas the duo has to split the gold between them. So item-wise, you're gonna have a full item. They both gonna have a half item. And with your 2 levels, if you engage correctly, you know, if you play well, that's where you get an advantage. Okay? Right, this does not work. This here does not work because, right, they get more gold because he's feeding, right? So you can think about it as just a money bag, an extra big cannon minion, right? And he steals your experience, right? So you cannot win on experience. Like in here, you have an advantage because if you don't die, you have advantage by experience. In here, he's stealing it, right? And also sometimes he steals gold, right? So this can be kill steals or minions. Okay? So can you imagine, like, think about it. Feeder, right, takes away your gold by farming, right, and kill stealing. Gives them the gold by dying, right, and steals your experience. So do you see how this is just catastrophe? This is just catastrophe. And this is one feeder. I'm talking about just one. Can you imagine you start a game and you have this on your team? Forget about it. Forget about it. Right? Impossible. Impossible. Not in this. And you have to understand, okay, in 2v2, there are no barons and turrets kind of to take down. Well, there are turrets, but I mean they're not. There are no plates, for example, right? And no dragons, right? So you have to also remember, because you have these, you are playing at a disadvantage because you will not be able to get this, right? So, like, the game is dead when you think about it, right? Like, people say, oh, you know, mobile, like League of Legends as a game, you know, is dying. Population of League of Legends is growing. Dude, that's for kids. Like, the game is dead, right? Why? Because you can't carry alone anymore. Because of the barons, because of dragon counter picks, so much crowd control in the game, you just can't carry, right? So the game, by design, is dead, right? So I'm talking about, like, well, you know what I'm talking about, right? You're just coin flipping at this stage, and that's it. Take care.